We just saw President Trump and the First Lady making a public appearance in what has been a tumultuous, not only 24 hours, but really couple of days. And for the latest, we're going to go to Eamon Javers down in D.C. Eamon.
Yeah, we see the president here at the shrine of John Paul II, St. John Paul II, now, of course, the former pope. The president paying his respects here, we are told, invoking religion once again, a day after he held up the Bible in front of the church across the street from the White House. The president now at a Catholic facility today. This facility, it was set up by the Knights of Columbus several years ago. It's a brand new, gorgeous facility in the northeast part of Washington, D.C. But this visit is stoking some controversy within the Catholic community. We see now a statement from Archbishop Gregory of Washington, who says, "I find it baffling and reprehensible that any Catholic facility would allow itself to be so egregiously misused and manipulated in a fashion that violates our religious principles." So some division here within the Catholic community here in Washington, D.C., about the appropriate way to engage in politics, to engage with this president, Donald Trump. And of course, the president now visiting a shrine to John Paul II, who himself, as Pope, was deeply enmeshed in the politics of his own time. Of course, remembered in Poland as one of the leaders and leading figures in the solidarity movement against communism, who told Polish labor leaders who were at that time rebelling against their communist government that they should not be afraid. That message taken to heart by the solidarity movement and taken to heart by Polish labor figures across the country in their fight against communism. Now, John Paul II's name being invoked here by the president in a very different political context and stoking some political and religious controversy of its own. We'll see whether the president has anything to say to the cameras when he emerges from the facility, but what we're told is not to expect any remarks from the president here. Guys, back over to you.
Interesting, Eamon. Meanwhile, Trudeau in Canada says the Canadians are watching with, quote, horror and consternation what's happening in the U.S. Also some comments from an EU spokesman about Russia's potential participation in the G8 or G7. He says that the chair, the U.S., can invite guests to a summit but cannot change membership or format on a permanent basis.